Hey folks, welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in today. Thought we'd do another knife review today. This is on a knife that I've wanted for a while. I finally got it this year, and so let's take a look at it. This is going to be a review of the WANDER TACTICal SMILIDON here on Skills to Survive. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay folks, welcome back. I said in the intro, I thought we'd talk about today a little knife review, do a little knife review for you. This is the WANDER TACTICal SMILIDON. This is kind of one of their flagship models there at WANDER TACTICal. And for those of you who don't know who WANDER TACTICal is, WANDER TACTICal is a handmade knife company over in Italy. These knives are made by Alex Wander and Gray Moose Dino. Now I've been following them a long time, and on Instagram and Facebook and whatnot, and I finally got a chance to meet them last year, not this past year, but last year at Blade Show. That was their first year at Blade Show, and I finally got a chance to meet them in person. I did a video there with them going over their knives and whatnot at Blade Show, so if you want to check that out, you can check that out. I'll put a link somewhere. But anyway, and just great guys. You know, I really can't say enough good things about them. Great guys. Really had a chance to talk with them and whatnot. And then this past year at Blade Show, I really had a chance to sit down and talk with them a while. You know, it's really nice to actually meet people that make these things and to talk with them. And like I said, they're just great guys. And I did another review of their Hurricane folder. If you want to check it out too, their Hurricane, they come out with a folding knife. So I did a review of that, and eventually I'm going to get one of those too. But this is the one that I really wanted. This was just awesome, and I waited a long time to get it because they redesigned it in the process of me wanting one. So I have this knife here. I probably have more use out of it as right now than just about all of my other knives. I've really put this knife to the test throughout the time I've had it. Just about every time I come down to camp, just about every time I go into the woods, I always have this knife. So let's talk a little bit about it. Let's talk about the sheath first. First, just a basic Kydex type sheath, fold over design. It does have a blade tech lock. These things are reversible, so I'm left-handed, so I just reversed it around to the left hand. They can make a custom sheath for however you want it. So again, they're a custom knife shop, so if you want a different type sheath, you just have to tell them and tell them what you want, and they'll make it for you. So enough about the sheath. Not a whole lot to say about that. Let's set it over here to the side. Let's talk about the knife. Again, this is the SMILIDON, and all of their knives are named after prehistoric dinosaurs and whatnot, which is kind of cool. The SMILIDON, also called the Oath, is basically a saber-toothed tiger type, so that's pretty neat. This is, like I said, kind of one of their flagship type models. This is an excellent knife. All of their knives are made of D2 steel. They chose D2 because it's been around for a while. It's a great steel. This is my first knife in D2 steel. Now a lot of you may say, oh no, not D2 steel, that steel sucks. Well, again, that's kind of personal preference, personal opinion. From what I understand, D2, if it's not heat treated properly, it does suck. WANDER TACTICal cryogenically heat treats these, so they're cryogenically heat treated, so basically they're frozen. Some type of a cryogenic heat process that they use to 59 to 60 Rockwell hardness, I believe. This is a 1/4 inch thick, so it's a beast of a blade. as you can kind of tell, the handle, like I said, this was redesigned from their original models. The original models, the handle was straight. As you can kind of tell on here, the handle kind of drops down just a little bit, and it's kind of reformed, and that really makes it nice when you're chopping and using this thing. I have used the crap out of this knife. So, blade length, 7.1 inch blade length, hefty blade. Overall length, total 14 inches. This thing weighs in at just over a pound. So, like I said, 1/4 inch D2 steel. Micarta handles, which is kind of cool. Love the micarta handles. It does have a lanyard hole here, and does have 2 more holes here. So if you want to do some type of a different lanyard, that's nice. I mean, it's nice. You can do that if you want. It does have a finger choil here, so you can choke up on it. And when you choke up on it, it has like a top choil right here. You kind of put your thumb in there, and it kind of locks it right in. So if you're doing feather sticks and whatnot, you can just, do that, all day long. And it really locks your hand in nice. Now I will say, this thing being just a hair over a pound, it's a hefty knife. I mean, it's one outstanding chopper. This thing will chop the crap out of some trees. Outstanding. I've used this thing for just about everything. I've chopped down trees with it. I've used it to process wood for batoning. It will baton like there ain't no tomorrow either. I mean, you can just beat the hell out of it, and it'll go right through the wood. If I wanted to, this piece of hickory right here, if I wanted to, there's no doubt in my mind that I could baton this big stump right here with this knife. Again, this knife is not for everybody. It's a large knife. Me personally, like I've said in previous videos, I like the larger knives. Now there's a old adage out there that's been floating around for several years called the one tool option. Would this be a one tool option? Basically, if you only had one tool to survive with, would this particular knife do that? And in my opinion, now granted, opinions, we all know what opinions are like, but take it for what it's worth. But in my opinion, this would make a one tool option. I believe I could go out in the woods with just this knife and do everything I had to do. Everything from making a shelter, from cutting down trees to build a shelter, to make bow drills. If I needed to make a bow drill type fire, I did do that. I made a bow drill with this, and with this point right here, how it kind of goes down to this point, that makes it great for getting in there and starting your divot. I have I've cut up watermelons with this. I have, the only thing I have not done with this is process any game, because I haven't been deer hunting yet this year, so I haven't processed any game with it. But it'll do that. Again, it's a large knife, so would you want to, ideally you'd want a smaller knife to skin game and process game. But talk about a one tool option again. If you had only one knife, would it work, or would it do the job at hand? And in my opinion, yes. I believe this is my one tool option. You can hand me this knife, tell me to go out into the woods, and I would definitely be okay with that to survive. And I just can't say enough about it. I said I've done all the tasks just about you can do with them without boring you to death with them. The feather sticks, the batoning, the chopping, the slicing, the cutting. I've done them all. These come pretty sharp. They do make them sharp, which is nice. And that's another thing I've read about D2 is if you let it go really dull, it's very hard to sharpen. But what Alex and Gramos Dino told me to do is just use a diamond sharpener, and I'll bring that edge right back. Now I've had to touch up the edge a few times since I've again used the crap out of it. And as you can tell right now, you might be able to tell it has a little shine on it. I do oil it up, and I have been out here using it today, and it's still got a little bit of oil on it. So, but just an outstanding knife. And to me, I mean, this is one of those type knives. Again, it's not for everyone because it's not cheap. This is an expensive knife. But the old adage, buy once, cry once, is, you could argue that. This is a knife that'll get passed down to my kids and my kids' kids. I mean, they have a lifetime warranty on them. So if you break it, they'll fix it or replace it, which is nice. So they do have a lifetime warranty on their equipment. So they have other models out there as well. They have some smaller knives, some bigger knives, and whatnot. And I'll put their link down below, wandertactical.com. Again, it's just a great couple of guys. You know, I wish they lived closer. I really do, because I think we could do a lot of cool stuff together out in the woods. But anyway, so guys, I want to thank you. I kind of rambled on enough. I want to thank you for checking out this video today, this review of the WANDER Tactical Smilidon. And you know, again, check them out if you're interested in a knife type like this, or you know, one of their other models. And you know, give them a look. At least try them out. Again, they're a handmade custom knife shop, so they'll do anything just about you want, custom wise, to their knives for you. So again, check them out again, wandertactical.com. And I want to thank you for joining me today for this well, probably not so quick review of the WANDER Tactical Smilidon. Again, my one tool option, if I had to choose. What would you choose for your one tool option? So thanks for joining me, folks. Have a great day. Always remember your plan. Always remember your PPE. Plan, prepare, and exercise. And always make sure you have the necessary skills to survive.